Miami. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store between the Denver Broncos and the Miami Dolphins. Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Harris. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Nice play call. A little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Harris. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Harris. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. They got to get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And now here's a carry heading left. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Back to throw. Harris. Got a man. It's Judy, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Off-play action. Harris. And this is caught off a deflection. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Sometimes it pays to be lucky rather than good. That was not even the intended receiver on that pass.
But still able to haul it in for the reception. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Harris. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines, the defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Bradley Chubb there on the tackle. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd down now. Harden. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs. And the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. A nice run right there, and we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. 25 yards to the house. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Off the play fake. Harris. That's complete. Okuegbunam. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 18. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. Harris now, off play action. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. KJ Hamler there to make the grab. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year one. And this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. It's almost human nature, isn't it? They score on one play, you come out on offense, you try and do exactly the same thing. They tried the deep ball, couldn't quite connect, but give them an A for effort.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw. Harris. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because when the defense got it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Take it at the 37. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Over the middle to Beckham.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On first down, Harden. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
He completes it to Beckham. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now a give, right side. Harden. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 111 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays.
And it's a fumble. This is picked up by the Dolphins. And some room to work. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower postgame. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Taken in at the 3. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
It's not much more.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
And the Broncos first down.
Looking to throw. Harris. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Second and 10. To throw again. Harris. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll look to throw again. Escapes, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Derek Brown with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wild Card matchup as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms. To find out who advances to the divisional round, let's get you back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Sanders on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken in at the 3. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so...
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Jalen Phillips. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. And they give this time to the tailback. And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the ground, but they'll be faced with 3rd and long.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole that closed there quickly at the end. Now Harris on 3rd down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Wow, all kinds of time back there in the pocket. Enough time to scan the entire field, go through every progression. First guy not open, second guy not open. Heck, the third guy wasn't open. Finally just settled on throwing one deep downfield, taking a shot. Unfortunately for him, unable to come up with the completion.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And the offense will recover, but it won't make much difference here. This will still be a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go. For it predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line. The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken in at the 3. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points. So, oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. From the gun, Harris. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Making the catch, this is the tight end, Oliver. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I just wonder if before that last play, if someone on the defense stepped in the huddle and said, we've been run over, run around, run through all game long. Can we come up with one stop?
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will swell by 1 more. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Finding room to the 20 and all the way down to the 17-yard line.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Tua now on first down. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Odell Beckham, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will extend this big lead. To the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Harris. This pass caught by Hamler. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a big play there for the Broncos. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the play fake. Harris. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Seibert, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. Harden. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Going for the deep ball. They've got his man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And you think on 3rd down, they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Operating from the gun, Harris. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his 2nd drop, indeed, not a good look. The Broncos on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Harris. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. To throw is Harris. Looking to throw on second. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jalen Phillips able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. The Broncos on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Looking to throw. Harris. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get the football back at their own 17. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. They'll keep it on the ground. Harden, and he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 152 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the 2nd round. They'll keep it on the ground. Harden, and he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll run on first down. Harden. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 2nd down, Harden. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.